Yo, what is going on, everybody? Today, I'm super excited because we're bringing you a demo on the new St. James amps from Blackstar. Stick around. So guys, as you could tell, I'm pretty excited. Today we have the St. James amps from Blackstar, and on my left hand side we have the EL34 option with a 112 in there. Then we have the 6L6 version with a 212. And I just gotta say, these things sound fantastic. There's a lot of great options as far as tones on both of them. They have their own characteristics and their own kind of thing going on. This is being EL34, so it's a little bit more chimey. And then with the 6L6, it's more of like your traditional metal amp kind of thing. But you can get anything from like a clean tone all the way up to in that high gain area. And we'll hear some tones of that really quick. Just a couple quick features I'll go through really fast. On both of these, they are 50 watts, and you could take them all the way down to 2 watts. So anything, if you're playing a gig out and you need it to be the full 50 watts, you can do that. Or if you're practicing at home and you just need it to be really quiet, maybe you're in an apartment or something like that, you could take it down to the 2 watt mode and still have a lot of the fullness and bite that you would get out of the 50. They both have effects loops. USB also, which I'll get into a little bit more later. They have a feature called the cab rig. If you watched any of our videos from the Blackstar pedals that they came out with, the Department 10 stuff, you could USB out and do the cab rig stuff, which you could pick your cabinet that you wanted. So you could have a 112, you can, 412, just depending on what kind of sound you wanted. Mic'd up with different mics, those kind of things. You could do the same exact things with these right here, which is a cool feature if you're needing to go out to a gig, but say you don't want a lot of stage volume. There's an XLR on the back of it, so you could just take a balance line out, go to the front of house, and there you go. You can keep your stage volume down pretty low, and let the front of house guy kind of do everything. Something else that they also have is they're both plywood cabinets, so it tends to make them pretty light. This thing I can pick up with my pinky. It weighs practically nothing. Same thing with the head and cab version. I mean, it's light. It'll save your back from carrying all this gear back and forth. We have a video coming out pretty soon of just how light these things actually are. But that's pretty much wrapped up on the features on the amps. So what I'll go through right now is I'll go through the different tones and everything like that. We'll start with the EL34 option, and then I'll move over to the 6L6. So we'll start off with a clean tone, and I have just a little bit of reverb on there. But here we go. Just a very nice clean tone. Now we'll move over to the overdrive side of things. There's there's your regular voicing, and then there's also a boosted voicing, which kind of gives you just a little bit more gain. Right now I have the gain set about 1 o'clock, and we'll hear how that sounds. Playing on the bridge pickup on this telly here. Almost have the boys are back in town kind of thing. But yeah, that's just the gain set at about 1 o'clock. Now I'll throw in the boosted side. Now I'll play around with kind of bringing down the wattage of the amp. So right now I'm on 50. Here's a sag kind of thing. Then we'll take it all the way down to 2 watts, so the quietest it'll be. And I didn't do anything as far as changing the volume of it. It's just changing the wattage. So we'll take it back up to 50 and kind of mess around with the tone controls just a little bit, just to kind of show you what this amp can do. Where I had the EQ set right now is I have the treble at about 1 o'clock. I have the mids scooped a little bit, and they're at about at 9 o'clock, and then the bass is all the way up. So we'll put it at noon right now, kind of let you hear how that sounds. Kind of take the treble down, kind of darken it up a little bit. Bring that back up. I'll scoop the mids completely. This is what that sounds like. And then bring the mids back and then boost the bass all the way back up. Let's see what that sounds like. So a lot of versatility in the EL34 option. Now we'll move over to the 6L6. So as of right now, we're on the 6L6 and have the volume at about half. The master's a little low. Let me turn that up a little bit, actually. And then I have a little bit of reverb on there, just to kind of give it some air. We'll put that reverb all the way up so you can hear what that sounds like. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Put the reverb all the way up on the amp. Maybe not all the way up, but about 1 o'clock. So you can get really clean tones out of this thing. Now we'll move over to the more distorted side. Still on 50 watts. I'll bring the reverb back down a little bit because that'll get a little bit muddy. So it's got a lot of gain on tap. Right now I have it at about 2 o'clock, and I mean I'm not even on the second voicing, so it's got a lot of gain. So yeah, now we'll go over to the other voicing. So yeah, a lot of gain. With all that gain, I'm going to bring the wattage down all the way to 2 watts so you guys can hear how that sounds. Haven't touched the volume or anything, and this is where we're at. So the volume goes down quite a bit. So like I said, for when you're using this as like a bedroom amp and you just want something really quiet, that'll do it. But if you want it to do your gigs and everything like that, it'll handle it just fine. And I have the EQ set a little bit more on the treble side. Mids are right at noon, bass is right at noon. Now we'll go and kind of scoop the mids, which is what a lot of metal players would do. I'm still on the 2 watts, so let me change that back. I love both of these amps. They got their own characteristics, like I was saying, and they do a lot of things very well. I think a lot of people are going to love these once they get their hands on them. And if you need one, come down to CA House Music and come and pick one up. We'll have them here. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.